Hello YouTube, like everybody does. Today I'm just going to walk over a piece of uh, a bench that I previously made. So I can't really show you the construction, but I didn't even have plans. It was off the top of my head. It worked out pretty good. I'm going to do one little expansion to it today. Okay, here we go. Needed a good place to put my terracotta pots when I was painting them. I was doing them on the ground. I was bending over a lot. Decided to put them on a bench and see if it worked better for height-wise, which it does. I had some old pallets there. Picked up from a friend's work, 10-foot pallets, 2x6 construction primarily. Pulled one of them off to build this, and then another one off to rip the legs out of, except for a little bit of 2x4s where I put wheels on after the fact because I realized that it was really hard to move just scraping the legs along. So I measured out, I think it's 8 inches between these, 8 or 9. Get rims and put them down and put them next to each other and see how far apart they need to be. These are 1/4-inch steel dowels, rods. I think I made them 8 inches long. Put a little bit of point, drilled a 1/4-inch, slightly under a 1/4-inch hole in the wood, and banged them in, hitting them with primer or paint every time I work. So hopefully that'll prevent a little bit of the rust. Got some 1-inch PVC that I dropped down, and then drop a washer over that, get it centered. Put the pot down. I can do the outside and the inside at one time, or one spray. And when it's time to do the bottom, drop a piece of 1/2-inch PVC on, put a washer on it, doesn't really matter what size, flip it over, spray around it, get in the drain hole, and I can walk around both sides to do both sides. Or if I had it up against a wall, I could simply spin it a little bit every time. That's pretty much it for that. This is 10 feet long, and I have 15 pots that I'm working on in different stages. This one, the outside is pretty much done. Inside is pretty much done. I think I need another coat on the inside. One last coat, and I should be good, and it should be ready to paint. This one I've only done one light coat on. They've been outside for a couple of days because it's been raining all week. And I've only done one coat on this one, just on the inside. So that one needs more work. Now, I added those, which are just some screws, 3-inch screws, so I can put the 1/2-inch dowels on when I'm not using them. I had to add wheels, like I said, because it barely moved. And these were just wheels I had laying around the shop. I bought for another project and never used them. They're, looks like 2-inch wheels. They roll decent on concrete. So, construction method on this. Like I said, 10-foot 2x6. You could use an 8-foot 2x6. I cut some of those in half and to length at a 15-degree angle. That's 15 degrees there, 15 degrees there, depending on how you look at it. And screwed it together. So 15 degrees, whatever height you figure out is appropriate. I think they're 32 inches off the top of my head. Got a cedar fence board and measured it out, about 5.5 inches for the width. And cut those off at 20-degree angles. Made some pilot holes, put screws in them. And I did on the same on both sides of the board, and I did that for each board like that, for each set of legs. The legs will get painted slowly as I go, but it is treated lumber. Is it treated? Yeah, it's treated. Now, one thing I did not do when I was putting this together is go to accommodate bases. I was thinking a base like that, elevated so I could have it get around the rim pretty good, which works, but it doesn't work so well if I have a pot down. If I have it like that, it really doesn't work. If I had next to a 6-inch, it doesn't work at all. So I'm going to do a little expansion today to accommodate a place to put the saucers. Nope. I am contrasty, I hope you can see. Off for now while I go get the stuff together to do that expansion. Went and got a treated 6-foot dog-eared fence board out of the garage. As you can see, the fence in the background needs some work, plus I use those boards for other projects when I pull them off. I'm going to put this on the side that I have not put the screws on for holding blanks. I'm going to this in about like this. I was going to cut it, but I'm thinking I'm not going to. Yeah, that should work just fine. Let's see. Am I going to be able to paint from both sides? See. Ooh, that's going to be difficult. Let's see. Can I put it directly underneath? If I drop it down some, I should be able to. I was going to chop it off here, but I'm planning as I'm going. I did not plan this out much in advance, except for loosely in my head. Let's see. I'm spraying. I would like that higher. I think I'm going to do it outside. Okay. One advantage for outside, one advantage for inside. Advantage for outside is I can get it a little taller. I think I'm just going to cut out a little bit of a rabbit on one side. I can fit that in. Working to know where I need to cut. I'm not going to need to cut it all that much. Down, say, about 3/4 of an inch. Go get that cut. I might be able to just screw in from below. I looked around and decided that the miter saw was the easiest way to do this. Cut on the noisemakers, which is a dust collector, and air cleaner. Mark these at 3/4 like I said I was going to. One technique I'm doing on the reverse side. I get a nice, prettier edge. Let's just see how that works. Okay, let's see if it fits. It's good. I'm gonna make some marks so I know where I can screw. Where I need to screw. Where I need to drill holes for some screws. I'm just going to drill straight up into these to hold it in place. Also, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put in what is essentially permanent painter's pyramids over this instead of doing the PVC pieces. So I'm going to put some nails in. that'll be able to go into this round space, but is spaced so that I can put multiple 6-inch ones on it. So go get to work on that. Okay, went and got a compass. So I know that I am going to want to see. Inside is about 3 1/4. Bottom about 2 1/2 to hit the inside. So I'm going to want nails along a circle of, say, 2 1/4 inches. So half of that is 1 1/8. Set up my compass for 1 1/8. And that one's already done, so I don't really care on that one. Mark center. X marks the spot. I am just eyeballing center widthwise. So I know I should always be talking, but sometimes I don't really have anything to talk about when I'm working. In which case I might cut this portion out. Okay. That one. This is actually the line that I am going to put nails on. I'm going to have 3 nails for each one. Okay. Found a 16th inch drill bit. Luckily I have one. They tend to break. I have everything marked for circles. I have my board elevated with some Rockler bench cookies. I'm not currently being paid for any affiliate advertising, but I hope to in the future. Drilling some shank holes so I can put the nails through easier. Found some 1-inch nails that are pretty thin, almost finished nails. With the bench cookies in, I don't have to worry about going through and putting holes in my workbench. More holes in my workbench. Okay, got all the holes drilled. Need to drive some nails. But I don't need y'all watching the whole process. See if everything's good and these installed properly. I'm using 2 1/2 inch leftover deck screws to put this in. And I did not quite get that drilled in the right place. I'm going to see how it does. Now let's see how well that worked. Got them finished screwing in. Had to tilt some up a little bit. Had to change the battery once after 4 screws. Let's see. That way's looking good. That way's looking good. Might have a little fun spraying those that way. We'll find out. I'll do that in the next video. The paint is still a little bit wet. It'll be on 4 little bitty points. The project is complete. Walk you around it. Zoom out. So, now I have that one ready. It'll accommodate 7 lids. 7 saucers. So I'm probably have to do one for the other side too. But this will work for now. Better than it was. I was just on a board between 2 sawhorses, which was hard to move. When it rained, which has been doing on and off frequently. Okay? Thank you for joining me. Till next time.